As the small boats were detached from the great ship and started for the shore, their leader asked a question of the Catholic priest who sat beside him. "What is today?" he asked. "Good Friday, Senor Cortez," the priest answered. "I know that. I mean, what is the date?" Cortez said. "April 21st, 1519, Senor Cortez. Have you forgotten?" "No," said Cortez. "I didn't forget. I wonder if anyone else remembered. This is a very important day. On the day one read, and the year one read, I shall return. I will come from the east like the morning star, and you will know me." Quetzalcoatl. Revelations 22:16. "I, Jesus, have sent mine angels to testify unto you these things in the churches. I am the root and the offspring of David, and the bright and morning star." The year one read, the day one read, had come. The prophecy had been fulfilled, and you do not need the story from Tony Shearer to tell you about that. The library is filled with excellent books, all of them saying exactly what I have said. To everyone in Mexico, a God had returned on exactly the correct day. There is more perfection in that date than simply April 21st, 1519. Much, much more. I want to ask you a question. If you were to look back right now, 1144 years, what would you see? Imagine, 1144, about 840, 841. Who were the Protestants? Oh, well, they weren't yet. They would not be invented for a while. Where were the Catholics? Oh, well, they were kind of having a lot of trouble. Is that true? Oh, you bet your life. Why? Because in the 8th century, a voice came trumpeting out of Africa, came trumpeting from the south, and it shook the earth and shakes it today. A man had declared himself in front of the black banner. Mohammed had arrived. And it would be Mohammed who would explain to the Christians, excuse me, how Christ was born. They didn't know. They had some very confusing ideas about how the Virgin Mary got pregnant. It was Mohammed who explained that to them. If you noticed, there were many things that Mohammed explained that were not quite understood very good for a long time. And if you follow that story through into Spain, when the Moors invade, followed immediately by the conquest of Mexico, which incidentally, the conquest of Mexico, 1519, parallels the date of the breaking apart of the church. Luther was on the scene. Is there something happening inside of all of this? I hold up a circle. There's no way that I can, tonight, in some simple piece of magic, explain all of this to you. There's no way that I can do that. And it would be stupid to try it. I'll tell you why. I can explain it to 6th grade and 5th grade children. When they get into high school, it's more difficult. College, damn near impossible. If you get the professors of the college, you put them to sleep. Why? It's numbers. It's numbers. And the numbers work. Now, this isn't something like some
secret form or formula of something. This is a known fact, my friends. Every woman in this place knows what I'm talking about. The only thing is, she's been separated so far from what she is, she forgot. And the men who have been doing everything from fighting wars to watching the Broncos haven't done a hell of a lot better. In fact, suddenly, grizzly bear, oh my God, deer, the simplest little forms of life, exterminate them. Get rid of them. We are the masters of all of this, aren't we? Go back. Go back and look at the calendar of time. Any calendar. Any of them. And you'll see very swiftly what I'm talking about. When was it that we lost the magic? When was it that we no longer believed in a spirit in the earth? When was that? When was that we stopped believing that? When was it that we stopped really, truly worshiping God? When was that? When we stopped worshiping God. I'm not talking about some rinky-dink formula that somebody puts in a book. I'm talking about the Creator, of who is the damn last one considered today. I tell you something. If you think that I'm sane and all Indians are so great, too damn many of us have forgotten. Too many times the damn basketball game goes up. They've got plenty of room for that. But bring in the traditionalists, and the kids don't even know how to receive them. Why? Look at it. Look at you people, I tell you. Most of you have no idea of what Indian life is. None. And the books you read, for the most part, is so much hogwash. And you should look into what I'm saying. You see an Indian in Gallup. He's walking on one foot and one knee. He's got a bottle under his arm, and he scares the hell out of you. There's something in his eyes. There's something in his eyes, and it frightens you. He's drunk. And you've heard what drunk Indians do. They're crazy. They're crazy. Sometimes you see them on the res. Terrible. Terrible. You see an old medicine person taking them into the sweat lodge. You see the medicine that can be given, that can be administered. Both the practical medicine and the real spiritual stuff that we need to live. To live. And then, damn it, we hear somebody's making a kick, charging $50 for a sweat lodge. What the hell do you think Russell Means get mad about? And I look at Russ and I say, hey, any of you AIDS people, you tell him I said so. The only way I know who an Indian is anymore is by what he does for the kids. What he does really for the people. Because I've seen enough plug-in bureaucrats in Indian America to last me forever. And I'll tell you something. I count the strongest spiritual people I have met in my life among Native American people who simply can put it right there. They see it. They see it. Many of them, I have a friend, Austin Tumu, Cheyenne. Oh, I've got lots of friends like that. I just say, they take him everywhere to speak of peace. And you want something to happen on December 31st? Get Austin in Denver. Is that true? You bet your life. You get a brave Indian in town. The only thing is, people get scared of them. They become leaders. Yeah, America can't forgive the Indians, you see.